desire. But when it's delivered, you want to exchange or return it, or you want to reject this fulfilled desire because it arrived at what you deem an inopportune time. And then there are the times when you don't realize you even voiced a desire and yet it's delivered to your doorstep. And then you might judge the fulfillment of your desire negatively and say, I didn't ask for that, or I wish I could send it back. It's not exactly what I wanted. And in all these scenarios, you received your desire, but because you asked for it to be fulfilled. And you may have asked for it consciously or subconsciously, or even unintentionally, but you asked for it on some level. It's common to ask for something and then not like how it shows up. Or, and that's when you claim you want to return it or exchange it or whatever, right? So I've seen this happen when someone, for instance, dislikes their job. And, let's say you want to leave your job and find one you like better. And you might say so in a variety of ways. You might say, I hate my job. I wish I could leave. I really wish I didn't have to work at this place anymore. I'd love to find a job I like better. That's voicing a desire. And then when your boss calls you into her office and fires you, you're surprised and upset, and you want to exchange that fulfilled desire. In fact, you don't see it as a fulfilled desire. After all, you didn't ask to be fired. You asked to work somewhere else, not to have a period of unemployment. Yet your desire was fulfilled, and you no longer work at a job you dislike, and you have the opportunity to find a job you like better. And you might even discover at that very moment when you were fired that a perfect career opportunity has opened up for which you can apply. So it's also common to voice a desire and have it arrive at what you might call an inopportune time, as I mentioned before. In other words, it comes at what you interpret as the wrong time, faster or slower than expected or desired. So for example, maybe you want to sell your home, and to do so, you need to declutter, okay? Big time. And you also need to find a place to purchase. So you need to sell the house, purchase another one, and get rid of a bunch of junk. And you've not taken either of the latter two actions, but you did list your house for sale. So then you get an offer for your house, and you believe it's a fair one, but you say the offer came too early, or I'm not ready to move yet, or to sell my house. I don't know what to do now because I got this offer on my house, but I haven't decluttered, and I haven't found anything else. Yet accepting the offer on your house might give you the push that you need to complete your house hunting, and to put an offer in on one you like. And selling and buying now rather than later might force you to finally do what you have said you wanted to do for so long and get rid of some stuff you don't need and to get more organized. It's also possible that your soul or your spiritual nature has brought you a gift in the form of a desire fulfilled. Even though you don't like the gift, you believe it doesn't serve you as well as you might like, or maybe you even feel it came at the wrong time. It was given to you for your growth. It's a soul level desire fulfilled so you can fulfill your potential. It's a gift from your higher self for your highest good. So sometimes the gift shows up as a way to help you resolve a problem, even if you aren't totally aware that there's an issue. Subconsciously, you know you need to make a change, but you haven't done it. You haven't done anything about changing. Therefore, a new circumstance or situation arises that forces you to do something different and create change, right? So it's a push in that direction. And for instance, let's say you're living in a rental property with many issues, and you inform the landlord about them and request reimbursement for your out-of-pocket expenses for the problems, like the problems have cost you some money. And the landlord ignores your request for financial compensation and agrees to fix the problems, but suggests that you might want to move out because it doesn't seem like you like living there anymore. So now you have to face a decision. You face a decision. You can move out or you can stay. But the landlord's lack of response to your request for reimbursement makes you angry. So you decide to give 30 days notice, especially since some of the ongoing issues make the house kind of unsafe and unpleasant to live in. But you don't really want to move to a new rental. You actually like the one that you've rented, but the problems are super stressful. And now you don't feel you are on good terms with the landlord anymore, and you don't want to wait for the issues with the rental to be resolved. So this is a situation now, it requires you to rush to find a new place to rent and to relocate. And that's stressful and overwhelming and makes you unhappy. So how can this circumstance represent a desire fulfilled? Well, when you contacted the landlord, you wanted to remove the financial stress of living in the house by getting this compensation for your out-of-pocket expenses. But you knew eventually you would need to move out since the rental was a bit too expensive. A bit too expensive for your budget, especially given all the problems. It kind of wasn't worth the money given all the problems with the place. And you've been kind of fed up for a while, but with never having the money to even fully furnish the rental. Additionally, those constant issues such as pipes burst, water pipes bursting, air conditioning not working, and even rodents make it difficult for you to live in the house without stress and upset. You knew the mental and emotional toll was impacting your state of mind and therefore your work and your life in general. So on some level, you asked for a reason to move out. And your desire was fulfilled by the landlord's unwillingness to reimburse you for your expenses and the suggestion that maybe it's time to move out. Sometimes our desires are fulfilled in uncomfortable or challenging ways because the universe or God, source, creator, or spiritual guidance, even your soul, knows what you need to grow or to take new action. And this happens when we're unwilling to change. The universe then provides new circumstances. It creates a situation that forces you to take new action and to change. And this is a universal push that gets you moving in a direction that's for your highest good, even if you don't realize it at the time. In retrospect, you see this, hindsight being 2020. But in the moment, you don't understand how you could have wanted that situation. You see it as a negative and something you would never desire. Your soul desired it for you, though. When your desire is delivered, you can't exchange, refund, or return it. You have to receive it and accept it. Then you can respond to it. Your choice about how to respond allows you to understand why you had this desire and how its fulfillment serves your highest good. And then you can decide how to craft a new desire and fulfill that. So I'm curious, have you ever had a desire delivered to you that you wanted to exchange or return? Tell me in a comment down below, because this is so common, such a common thing. And so I'd love to hear from you. When has this happened to you, when you had a desire fulfilled and wasn't really what you wanted, or it didn't show up the way you wanted, or it came at the wrong time? So leave me a comment down below. If you're new to me, I'm Nina Amir, the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I am a certified high performance coach, a transformational coach, and also an author coach. And I love helping people get from where they are to where they want to go by stepping into being the type of person who can take the actions to create what matters to them, right? To get to where they want to go. And to follow their inspiration and intuition and passion, because this is how the soul talks to us. And when you take action on your soul's guidance, you will create what matters to you and what's aligned for you in a much quicker and easier fashion. And you'll also create a life that feeds your soul. So if any of that is of interest to you, click on the link above. It tells you 3 ways you can work with me. And I will also put a link right after that for a 15-minute session with me, basically a meet and greet. We'll chat about what it is that matters to you, and see if we're a good fit to work together to help you become a creator of what matters to you, a creator of a life that feeds your soul. Okay? Until I talk to you next time, go out there and achieve more inspired results.